Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Translation. The duration of the Satya millennium equal 4,800 years of the years of the demigods. The duration of the Treta millennium equal to 3,600 years of the demigods. The duration of Dwapar millennium equals 2,400 years, and that of the Kali millennium is 1,200 years of demigods. Purport. As aforementioned, 1 year of the demigods is equal to 360 years of the human beings. The duration of the Sat Yoga is therefore 4,800 into 360 or 1,17,28,000 years. The duration of the Treta Yoga is 3,600 into 360 or 12,96,000 years. The duration of the Dwapara Yoga is 2,400 into 360 or 8,64,000 years. And the last, the Kali Yoga, is 1,200 into 360 or 4,32,000 years. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport. So when we say the Kali Yuga duration is 4,32,000 years, sometimes people ask where it is mentioned. Or maybe some other sect of religious people, they say something else. So this particular sloka is mentioning about the duration of different yugas in relation to demigods. So as we know, 1 day of demigods equal to 1 year of us. So 1 year of an earth, how many? 1 day of there. So 1 year of demigod is 360 years. So that is the way the calculation is being made. So as beginning with Satyuga, religious principles were followed very meticulously. But as Satyuga falls to Treta Yoga, to Dwapar Yoga, to Kali Yoga, gradually the religious principles fall apart. So that's the reason in Kali Yuga, being the very corrupt age, Manda sumanda matiyu manda bhagya. High updrita. Updrita means always disturbed. As such, in material world itself is disturbing place. But more so in Kali Yuga, like Prahlad Maharaj says, Tad sadhu manne asurvan dehina sada samudmigna dhyam asat grahat. So as we have the material body, asat grahat. Asat means false. Grahat means this body falls. So we have accepted asat grahat. Sada sumadvigna dhyam asat. So we are always disturbed. So this material world is always disturbing place. More so in Kali Yuga is the extreme. So that's the reason in Kali Yuga, other processes or spiritual process of self-realization is not favorable or is not being followed, it cannot be followed. Amount of for the in the kirti yadhyaito Vishnu tritayam yajito makha dvapare parichaya. So other yugas, different process were being mentioned, which cannot be followed in Kali Yuga. So only recommended process which is being followed, which is being recommended, is the Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam. So no other process will work for self-realization. Only the chanting the holy name of the Lord. Naam binu kali kale nahi or dharma. Sar mantra sar naam e sastra marma. Whole Chaitanya Charitamrita is glorifying the holy name. And when we chant the holy name, under the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master who comes in the bona fide disciplic succession of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when we take the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then the desired result of chanting the holy name can be achieved. It's very important to take the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master or receiving the mantra from a bona fide spiritual master who comes under the bona fide disciplic succession in which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself appeared. As last class we had discussed, Bhakti Vinod Thakura, he writes, if one is not able to chant or one is not able to concentrate on chanting or hearing about holy name of Hare Krishna mantra, so if you take shelter of Gaur-Nataya, so especially in that Bengali verse he mentioned, if one is not able to concentrate, one not able to properly chant the holy name of Hare Krishna mantra, then if he chants Jai Ha Gauranga Ha Nithai, exactly it's mentioned by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. If anyone raise the hand, chant Ha Gauranga Ha Nithai. So by doing so, Hare Krishna mantra starts searching where is that person. Now we are trying to find out where is Hare Krishna mantra I chanted, where is gone. By taking the shelter of Gaur-Nataya, the Hare Krishna starts searching from where this voice has come. So that is the glories of taking the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And how one have to practice the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being beautifully explained by Srivas Acharya, is one of the very prominent Acharya. All of us know Jiva Goswami has sent 3 Acharyas for first book distribution. Who they were? Shamla Pandit, Narottama Thakur and Srivas Pandit. So Srivas Pandit, as all we know, the famous stanzas of Sat Goswami Astakam, glorifying the Sat Goswamis They are none other than the Manjaris from the spiritual world, and they descended to establish the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Manovistham Sthapatam in Bhutale Swayam Roop Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam. So that's the mantra of Rupa Goswami. Manovistham Sthapatam in Bhutale. So especially the Rupa Goswami being the senior most of Sat Goswamis. That's the reason we call as a Rupanugas, follow the Rupa Goswamis. So he is establishing the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also along with him on the chain, the whole disciplic succession is appearing to only satisfy the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Generally people say, lot of people in Kali Yuga, especially this Kali Yuga, lot of people are going for many temples. People are following some kind of spirituality, so-called. And so generally say, dharma bad raha hai, now people are becoming more spiritual. But this Bhagavatam says this all dharma is called Kitava dharma. Dharma projat Kitava atra paramo nitmatsaranam. It's not a dharma. Dharmasya apavargasya. So dharma should be practiced not for any material benefit. If anyone is following, that's not the dharma. Doing something. So the whole purpose of dharma actually means it's not complete. Dharma means the purpose for which this material world created, we follow that. This purpose is to purify the soul and go back to Krishna. That's the purpose for which the whole material world is being created. Somehow we revolted against Krishna, we have come, so we have to go back to Krishna. So aligning our desire, aligning our thought process, aligning our action, what Krishna is desiring. So our desire has to be aligned with the desire of Krishna. Then there's no friction, we'll smoothly move on the right purpose. So that is called bhakti. Bhakti means aligning our desire to desire of Krishna is called bhakti. So Srivas Acharya in the Sat Goswami Ashtakam is mentioning Krishnot Kirtane Gan Naratana Paro Prema Mirtambho Nidhi Dhira Dhir Jan Priya Priya Karo Nirmit Saro Pujito Si Chaitanya Kripa Bharo Bhubi Bhubo Bharabhantar Ko Bande Rup Sanatana Raghu Yugo Sri Jeev Gopal Ko Krishnot Kirtan Gan Naratana Paro. Paro means completely absorbed. The life was dedicated Krishnot Kirtana. Kirtan means Kirtana. Utkirtan means loudly chanting the holy name. Krishnot Kirtan Gan Naratana. By singing, dancing and chanting the holy name. They completely absorbed. Prema Mirtambho Nidhi. As we know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought the ocean of love of Godhead along with him. And asking people, please come and take. But people are not interested. They're moving here and there. They brought, he saying, please come and take freely, love of Godhead. People are not interested. So Nityanand Prabhu came. What he did? He broke the channel and flooded the whole. So instead of people are coming to take the Krishna Prema Hulyam, he is going and delivering to home, a free delivery. To not today, you order says freely is being delivered everywhere. So na prema mirtombho nidhi. Dhira dhir jan priyo priya karo nirmit saro pujito. So actually, devotees are never envious to anyone, envious to any jiva. Because if we envious anyone, we corrupt ourselves. And because they were not envious to anyone, they became very, very dear to Dhira and Adhira both. And they were Sri Chaitanya Kripa Bharo Bhuvi. So they were completely, Bharo means filled with the mercy or the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By which Bharav Hantarako, that delivering the whole world. So these Sad Goswamis, they are the direct disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and especially Rupa Goswami, they are fulfilling the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord desires. So if we align our actions, our desire, and to the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we can, that's called bhakti. And for doing so, what they have done, because as we know, a lot of 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishad, 18 Puranas, Sub-Puranas, Sub-Upanishad, Samhitas, Sutras, Srutis, lot of Vedic literature. So in Kali Yuga, the duration of life is very less, we cannot read. So for us, to make our life very simple, what is it? Nana Sastra Vichar Ek Napuno Sadharma Sanstapako Lokanam Hitkarano Travane Manyo Saranya Karo. So they have studies on the behalf of us, everything, and has given the essence, the Sadharma Stapato. And for what? Lokanam Hitkarano, benefit of all of us. So benefit of all the people, especially in Kali Yuga, they have given the essence. And that's the reason it says, Tribhavane Manyo Saranyakaro. They are worthy of taking shelter. Because we should take a shelter who can deliver us from the clutches of material existence and take us back to Krishna. So that word Saranya Karo, they are worthy of. So that's the response of the spiritual master to deliver the soul to go back to Krishna. So that's why Prabhupada said, we must take shelter only the pure devotee who guarantees us to take us back to Krishna. And what they are doing? Radha Krishna Padare Vind Bhajana Nandin Mattaliko. Mattaliko means the mad. About Radha Krishna Padare Vindar Bhajana. So they are distributing, or they are first following the Radha Krishna Bhajana and trying to distribute. And what they are also doing, the Sri Gaurang Gunanuvarnan Vidho Shraddha Samriddha Anvito Paputtap Nikrintano Tanubhirtam Govind Ganamirte. So they are expert in narrating the wonderful qualities of Gaurang Gunanuvarnane, the qualities of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So even Lochan Das Thakur also says, Bhajo ore bhai, Tribhavamne nai, Emono dayal data, Pasu pakhi jode, Pasale bedare, Sun jar gun gatha. By hearing the qualities of Gaurnatai, Pasu pakhi jure, pasane bidare. Emono dayala data. Who can be more merciful than that Gauranga? Even in delivering the animals. The Lord delivers even the animals of the Jharkhand forest. He delivered a dog. And so, by doing so, na Sriddha Samriddha Anvito, Paputap Nikrintano Tanu Birtam, Govinda Gana Mirte. By the songs of Govinda, by chanting Hare Krishna, Pap Uttap Nikrintano is freeing all the sinful reactions which Jiva was carrying from time immemorial. Or that process is not any difficult process. It is Anandam Buddhi Bardhanik Nipano Kevalya Nistarako Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyuko Sri Jiva Gopalako. So Anandam Bardhi, Anandam Ambudhi Bardhanik Nipano. They are expert in increasing the ocean of Ananda. Keval Ananda Khanda Parama Karuna Pahadujana Nitai Gora Chandra Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya Nitai. What is it? Sava Avatara Sara Siromani Kevala Ananda Khanda. So the self-realization process given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not at all difficult. A very, very easy process is given us. Otherwise, in other yogas, very, very austere process. Just we have to control our little mind. And just stick to the process very sincerely. If we just stick to the process, Prabhupada says, if you just catch strongly the chain of disciplic succession, if you strongly catch the chain of disciplic succession, it will take you back to Krishna. Because they all, our whole Acharya, they descended to just deliver us. And the process they are giving is very, very most sublime and the most easy. That's the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because he knows in Kali Yuga people cannot do anything other than... so that's the reason he's given the most simplest process. And by that process also, is so wonderful, it gives you Keval Ananda Kanda. It's not at all troublesome. As by happily Prabhupada says, chant, dance and eat prasadam. So by simply Prabhupada says, dancing, suddenly open you are in Golok Dham. One day it can happen so. So that's the process given by Gaurav. So that faith and that devotion. Bisay chariya sirasema jiya mukhe bolo hariya. Chaitanya only asking to promise two things. Bisay chariya and mukhe bolo hariya. This sense gratification, which we thinks is enjoyable, actually is a deadly poison. Bisay bisam bis satat khainu goranga kirtane magna hoinu. So why we are not able to chant, or why we are not able to hear Hare Krishna mantra? So it is being said, Bisay bisam bis satat khainu goranga kirtane magna hoinu. Because we are drinking bisay bisam bis. Bisay means sense gratification. Bisam means horrible, or bis means poison. Horrible poison of sense gratification we are drinking. The Gauranga Kirtane Magna Hoino. So that's the reason Prabhupada writes in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi amanena manedena kirtani sada. If we really want to hear Hare Krishna mantra, at least one we should try to practice the humility. Without humility, because the mind run after here and there, then actually we can truly experience the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and be able to release the holy name. Na keval nistarako. So like again, Prabhupada Sartu says, Kevalyam Narkayate Tri Dasfur Akas Puspayate Durdant Indriya Kal Sarpa Patali Protakat Damstrayate Bisam Purna Sukhayate Mahendradis Vidhi Mahendradis Kitayate Yat Karunya Katakcha Bebhav Batam Tam Goranga Evistuma. So like Yat Karunya Katakcha Bebhav Batam Tam Goranga Evistuma. If one get the little glance of Karunya Katakcha, if anyone get the little glance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for them Vidhi Mahendradis Kitayate. He feel like Lord Shiva and Brahma like a small insect. Kitayate. Means that he will not even desire to become a Brahma or Lord Shiva. Such a glorious moment, it can take you, which even the Brahma or Lord Shiva strive for even one glance of that Krishna Prema. Even the big demigods, Rishi, Muni. Other day we are hearing the Maharaj. Now, top 4 planetary system. Mahar, Jan, Tap and Sat. They all dedicating their life for self-realization. Very serious. They don't want sense gratification. All 4 planetary system dedicated to them. But we are fortunate than those 4 level, even Brahmaloka, because we got the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Srila Prabhupada. Ami to Kangal, Ramboli. Dai tabe pache pache. What is the first line? Krishna se tomar, dite paro, तुम्हारा साकाचती आचे आमी तो कंगाल कृष्णा कृष्णा बोले धाय पाते पाचे. So we should take the shelter of the Vaishnava Acharya completely. Bhakti Vinod Thakur also says in one place, तुम्हारा kukura. Unless we become a dog to the Vaishnava, there's no way to get rid of this all miserable place. So in that songs, beautifully, if you just read the translation, please accept Vaishnava to your dog, and I will not stay your house. Where I stay? Give me some outside place. Inside maybe you are a Vaishnava. Give me some outside place. I will stay. And I will not ask for the food. Whatever you eat, whatever left over, throw. I will eat that. And whoever comes to you to harm you, I bark and make them run away. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying the mood of a Vaishnava to serve our predecessors. By serving the predecessors, which we see in the life of all Vaishnava Acharyas, will help us to get the mercy of Krishna, by which we can strengthen our faith and conviction to rigidly follow the path. So who get the little glance? For them, kevalyam narkayate. For even for mukti is a narka. Three, this for Akash, for them is going to heaven place, no meaning. And Mukti has no meaning. Then what is the use of that? For them, Narka is saying Mukti is Narka. Then I don't know what you call the heavenly planets. And then only he says, Kevalyam Narkayate, Tridasfur Akas Pushpayate, Durdant. What is that? Durdant Indriya Kal Sarpa Patali. The senses are very, Durdant is very strong serpent. Protkat Damstrayate. Damstrayate means teeth. Protkat means extricated. Taken the teeth. So the senses of the devotees have no longer any dangerous, because they are all engaged in service of Krishna. Like Amrish Maharaj, Savai Mana Krishna Padar Bindyo Vacham Si Bekunta Gunano. So the first thing Amrish Maharaj did, he engaged his mind into the service of Krishna. So engaging mind is very important to service to Krishna. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anushma yuddhaja. So when mind is engaged, automatically senses will engage. If senses are engaged, mind is not engaged, then not very secure position. So our mind should be engaged. That's the reason we should hear Hare Krishna mechanically, chanting and chanting with our. So mind has to be engaged in the service of Krishna. Then Dusat Goswami says, what do you do? Tyakta tulam asis mandalapati shenlim sada tuchchavat bhutva din ganesh ko karunaya kopin kantashito gopi bhav rashamrtabdi lahiri kallol magno moh. So tyakta tun ashish mandalapati, and they have renounced, or they left. Tulam means tulam yatitana patit anumrityam, immediately, very. Asis mandal pati. People seeks after association of bit aristocrat people. Now somebody is able to meet Prime Minister, they feel very honored or obliged, and maybe Bill Gates, whatever, but they all left everything. Then tada tuchvat, there is no meaning. And bhutva dina ganesh karunaya. So to helping the journal, dina ganesh means ignorant and the fallen souls. And they always wish gopi bhav rasamrit lahiri kallol magno, and they are dipping or they are enjoying the gopi bhava rasamrita. Then further I will miss 1, 2 because time is less. Then it says sankhya purvak nama gana natavi kalavasani kirto. Kalavasani kirto means the whole time what they are doing, sankhya purvak nama gana natavi. All the time is using kalav avasani. Throughout the day they are only as a sankhya purvak nama gana natavi means paying obeisance. Bhagavad says, like Raghunath Das Goswami has followed very strictly. Nidra har bihar kadi vijito chatan dino yayo Radha Krishna guna smriti. So nidra har bihar kadi vijito. So we have to control nidra, ahara and bihara, recreation. But no, Chandrapati Prabhu says recreation, we all recreation only morning to night. Our job is recreation only, chanting, dancing, kirtan and taking prasadam. So, it is said then further, Radha kund tate kalinditaniya tire chavansi bate premon mad vashad asis dasya grasto pramatto sada. So they always engage about prema unmada basat. Always with the love for Krishna, they all gayantu chakada Hare gunavarnam bhavavi bhuto muda. So they are looking after, they always about seeking about Krishna's, they are always glorifying Krishna. And Prabhupada says they never told they have got Krishna. They are saying, I am not able to get Krishna. Kuto. He Radhe Braj Dev ki chalalite, he Nand Suno Kota, Sri Govardhan Kalpa Padap Tale, Kalandi Vane Kota. So where are you, Krishna? I am not able to get. So they are depicting the mood on which one has to render the devotional service for the Lord under the direction of one of our spiritual master. And when we do so sincerely and have a strong, we have sincere desire to go back to Krishna, all the help is being rendered by all our Guru Shishya Parampara. Prabhupada says, when you are going for preaching and you have a sincere desire, so along with you who goes, Prabhupada's whole Guru Shishya Parampara goes. See, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is sitting over this side. He says, yeah, his whole Guru Shishya Parampara is behind to help you out, to establish the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we have, if we properly follow the instructions of spiritual master, then whole Guru Shishya Parampara is there to help us to achieve our desired result, which is nothing but the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the all help will be rendered by all great Vaishnavas, all great Acharyas to us when we develop a sincere desire without any our selfish motive. One should not be there. Because selfish motive poisoned everything. And we are such a glorious place where is unparalleled in the whole creation, which Prabhupada has created this small Vaikunthas, small Vaikunthas, or is Baranda to Vaikuntha, which actually directly entering into the Krishna Loka. So somehow we have to be very sincerely following the instructions, working in the right directions, and without any doubt, assumption, we can fulfill our desire and happily we can achieve our goal of life. With this, I finish. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Go Prem Nandi Hare Hare Bo.